store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones looking to throw right away. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Now Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. I think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That's taken at around the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Working to put a drive together. Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Look at this Buffalo defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to run one.
The Texans at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Theo Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans 7, Bills nothing. Will Riker to kick off.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing, Jones. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And bulldozing his way through. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Bills first down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 7, Hawk 7. Check up.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a 1-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Purdy from the gun. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kyle Williams, 29 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Will Riker to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down, Bills.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Drops it underneath for Tootin. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here's Guerrero on 1st down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And it's a touchdown. Chimere Dike from 8 yards out. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game of baseball? It'd be cool to do it here in football, partner.
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this throw incomplete. Like a defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Connecting here with Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple of yards short of the 1st. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Purdy going to give it to Garendo. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
What's up?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. His throw incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Get set.
Back to throw, Purdy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A timeout here for an injured player. And definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Play action. Now Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself now just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Second and 10.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
70 Lions.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Get set.
They begin on the ground with Garindo. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Now Purdy. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Noel, 57 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. To try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Texans 28, Bills nothing. Will Reichard to kick off.
Out
is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Jones. And they get Jones for the third time in this ballgame. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Looking to put a drive together.
Outside. 18, watch out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go play action here. Purdy. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
18, watch out.
Purdy looking to throw. That's complete to DK. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's up
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Guerrero.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Patterson will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrusted with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 35, Bills nothing. Will Reichert to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
This is 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 4th down.
Record on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Now a run here off the arc. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. This to Laporta, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Gain of 19 yards.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in the hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The 14-yard line.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 19 Lion. Do this. Warrior 70. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
That's another Bills. First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Matt. Winnie.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. It's complete, and this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Get set, get set. Ready, team. Ready to set. Hot.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You just like
You're
one
handing
game
out.
ball?
You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You
That sounds
get
like
a
an
game
only child.
ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Texans, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills,